Hills and Winds. We've played before. From Australia. Let's do it. For another 10-0 game. Alright, Hills and Winds. What do I want to play against Hills and Winds? Can I get any idea from this position? I don't think so. Oh, maybe I played e4 in that game. I have a pawn on e5. Let's try e4 again. If I even played e4 in that game, who knows? Okay, we're gonna go with knight to f3. What are we gonna see? d5? No. All right, I guess Ruy Lopez land. No bishop c4. Okay. Not excited about winning a pawn. Queen d4. This guy's indirectly defended. Let's flick in c3. I don't want to see black easily get rid of their knight for my king knight. All right, well, this has certainly sharpened up. Is f5 a good move? Let me revisit this capture. Now that I have control over d4, if I swipe here, take back, and then take here, I don't think they have time to take here because when I take here, I'm threatening this. And let's see, chop, chop, chop. What are some annoying looking moves? Queen g5, I don't think is a great idea. I have d4 there. Queen takes g2. I have queen f3 to defend f2 and my rook. Or do I? Is there bishop f2 in that position? No, wait a sec. Oh, chewing up a lot of time here, I realize, but this is already super sharp. Hills and Winds. Boom, 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 boom. Oh no, what am I talking about? I have d4 in that position. So here, there isn't a threat on f2. Okay. So forget about that. I think things are cool for me in that variation. If they go for that. I'm gonna go for this. I'm gonna swipe the knight. And then take here. I should have been looking at maybe bishop takes f2. I don't think bishop takes f2 straight away is good though. All right, they're clearly booked up here. So what's the story? If I go here with check and then they block and I take, they have knight f6. I back off. I mean, isn't queen h5 good? Queen h5, g6. Chop. Knight f6 on my queen. Queen h5. Then the rook moves here. But can't I still play something good there? Oh, it's getting a little too. What's the safe? Maybe I'm leaning towards something safer now. Could I get a developing move in first? Maybe d4. They're really booked up, I'm pretty sure, with this line, and I'm not. So that's what I'm thinking, at least. Should I revisit this? Queen h5, g6, take knight f6, queen h5, rook g8. They're going to be castling queenside. I don't like that rook is staring there. Maybe knight here, d4. And then I'm going to go with d4. After all that. Yeah, after all that. We'll see if it settles down a little. Oh, they're thinking. This mustn't have been book move. All right, yeah. So, opposite color bishops. These guys. Can I make life difficult for them to castle? Queenside? I don't want to see queenside castles. I have the healthier structure. I have 4 to 3 on the queen side. F4, I think I might want to play. My light squares. This is going to be tough. My king may be a struggling piece. All right, I'm going to begin with I'm going to begin with this. I don't know. 4 minutes. Ooh. All right, I have my eye on this E3 square. I may want to put my knight there. I guess I could consider trying to track the E4 pawn down. Maybe. All right, let's begin with that at least. Where else is that clown gonna go? Okay, hang on for a second. Am I kind of close to winning that pawn now? Rook E1? Let's give it a go. Yeah, let's give it a go. They can't castle. I'd take the knight. I'd much rather take the knight only after they maybe move their king. They have that move, yeah. I could get out of the pin. So, let's do it. We're out of the pin. King here, I'm really asking for trouble. That move I didn't see. Huh. How about that? All right. What if I play f4? Just exchanging. Here, knight g6. Here and then here. Ugh. Okay. Way down on the clock. Huh. Wow. I'm gonna go with I don't know. I'm gonna go with f4. Maybe I should have captured the knight first, but I'm really helping out their development. Have all their pieces working. These two clowns. Ugh. I don't know. I'm threatening to win a pawn. I have a threat, at least. So if they take en passant, how am I recapturing? I don't think so much about that. They have some in-betweener type stuff that's a little too disruptive. We shall see. If knight g6 is played, there's this as a threat. I could play this move though. And h6, I have this fallback square. Maybe I end up winning this pawn. Still though, it's scary. Being so many moves away from completing development. A knight on this square here, I'd be a fan of that. They're in the tank. The first time my opponent is really in the tank here. And yeah, that's not surprising. Whenever there's an opportunity to have different structures surface, trying your best to assess which one your pieces are, which structure A, how will my pieces be in that one? Structure B, will they be better here? That kind of stuff. What would I play here as black? Maybe I would take... This is a connected pass pawn, if they don't pull the trigger on E takes F. We shall see. Other candidate moves? Maybe, I don't know. H6? I was going to say they could castle. No, they can't castle. Are they looking at a push? Not sure really opening that up. Okay, so they are going with the knight there. Okay. Pretty much locked into that one. Gotta save my bishop. So, am I not going to win this pawn now? Still, it's not clear. Because this battery eventually forming on the D file, it's scary. I don't have a piece that could kind of clog things up on the D file. Ooh, this was their plan. Okay, well, if I take, it's opening up way, way, way too much. So we're going to take here. I am threatening a fork, so knight on f6, that's a... Oof. I didn't expect that one. I think that might be giving me some opportunities here. Knight g3? Let's go with knight g3. Huh. Hitting the bishop. I want to get this in, maybe. Bishop there. Oh no, different approach. Here? It's so tricky. So tricky. My time, too. Here and then this. The rook is going to get to the F file. I'm so down on time. Let's try this. 41 seconds. I mean, that was probably not the, okay, I wasn't expecting that one. down a pawn soon. So rook takes here, I could still take there. Yeah. Feels like it should be a draw. Well, hang on. Maybe I could think about winning now. But not with the clock, yeah? Why'd I play that exactly? Yeah, this can't be right, what I'm doing here. "21 seconds. I don't know if I'm in time. 13 tickaronis. My king is cut off. Tough, tough, tough. If rook g3, I step my king up first. Is that a move? I think I'll take the a-pawn. Give this check first and then here. "10 seconds. Time. They resigned. Whew, I don't know if I was going to pull that one off. If they did something sneaky with the rook move. Okay. Very good game, Hilsen wins. Yeah, I really did a good job of chewing up a ton of time in the opening there. That was way, way, way too intense. All right, let's see how we both could have maybe done better. I'm thinking I'm definitely lost in that ending. I'm expecting some ups and downs. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, this opening here. That's pretty sharp. What's the name of it? F5. Ruy Lopez classical variation, central variation, and this is the Cordel Gambit. Really? Alright, that's news to me. I'm not familiar with the Cordel Gambit. So look at how, yeah, after h6, it's -5. That's how bad it was for me. So it's already super difficult right here. When I play that, I'm toast. Knight g6, a best move. This is where my opponent spent a bunch of time and it paid off. You know, did find a best move there. But before we're even there, let's see how I could have approached this differently here. So I want to look at this continuation. First of all, after f5, is my reaction good? Take the knight. It likes best d4. Okay. I want to quickly look at this, this, and this. And after queen h5, this is what I spent the bulk of my time on, I feel. Right? Yeah, right here. So, a good 2 minutes in this position. Another 2 minutes on that move. In 10-minute game. Not the most efficient way. So, is this problem for me? g6. Chop. Knight f6. Here. Rook here. Thought about e5, but yeah, I just didn't like this position right here. Like, they're getting their pieces out. The bishop's going to move. Their queen's going to move. Their king's going to be cozy. These guys are all still spectators on the queen side. All right. All right. Next time, play d4, I guess. Open the position up. And, yeah. If this move... Now I could chop here. And then here. Oh, yeah. And then this is much better now that I have d4 in. Okay, d4 right here. Okay. Why didn't I consider d4 at all? Is this really a bother? Oh, look at that reaction. Capture, I have e5. Alpha 0 pawn. Loves that pawn on e5. And then I could play some gambit. I'm usually not a big fan of sacrificing pawns, but I see the advantage in this situation. Speedy development. The usual case with gambits. Okay. So what's the real knockout, I guess, as a close to this one? What's the knockout that black has? That's good. That's good. G5 is a cool follow-up. It doesn't like G5, but man, I felt that that was a slick move. G5. Still holds an advantage for black, but right here, bishop h7. With what is the idea? If I chop here, rook f8, and how am I stopping this? Oh, I'm in trouble. So this seemed like a really nice way to break down my position, for sure. Create this tension, create open lines. Certainly if I capture in one way or the other, this rook is, boom, brought right to life. But how about that for a patient move, huh? After I take here, or instead of g5, simply dropping the rook, or dropping the bishop back, or playing rook here first and then dropping the bishop back. There's no good defense right here. Well, it's a little bit slow looking, but yeah, once that second rook is activated, trouble city. And I didn't really see a good way here. I thought about this here and then that, but rook f8. These guys are out of control, and I can't step my king up. And I don't think I could get away with going into a discovered check. If I tried that, something's gonna hurt me. If I go here, I'm maybe getting mated. Rook d3 here. Yeah, that's a mate. Okay. So advantage for a while there for black. Rook h6. Ooh, rook h6. And then you're getting here. That was a win for black. And then I guess it turns where? Coming up. Another win here with g4 first, yeah. Right, because what did I do? I ended up harassing this pawn a little bit. And that caused some inconvenience for black. And now it's winning, actually, for me. Barely. Barely, barely, barely. Okay. Excellent game, hills and wins. Thank you for playing that sharp opening. I learned something there.